Fantasy books for beginners. I thought it'd be really good to put a video together of books that are not that hard to follow, that would be good introductions to fantasy. I know sometimes it can be a little bit intimidating if you're just starting out in this genre and you're looking at books that are like this thick, or there's like 25 books to the series and you just don't know where to begin. My sister herself kept telling me, I don't think I'm smart enough for fantasy. No, nonsense. So I'm going to share with you the books that I think are good starts, and then you'll just work from there. Now, I did say series can be intimidating. However, this series, the books are very, very skinny, okay? Very skinny. So you can fly through them. But A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows, and then A Kingdom of Blood and Betrayal, Kingdom of Venom and Vows, and to be honest with you, I have not finished the fourth book, which is A Kingdom of Fire and Fate, simply because the third book in here kind of ended in a way that I didn't feel like it was a cliffhanger and I just didn't come back to it. But this book, now this is the spicy version of fantasy, okay? We'll go over some that are a little more YA if that's more your speed. These ones, very spicy, and I would say more romance than fantasy. So to me, not any trouble following it, and if you like some, fantasy smut, then look no further than these. Heartless Hunter. This is Witch versus Witch Hunter. Now this to me is more YA. Little closed door romance in here. You don't get a lot of the spice. So if that's more your thing, I would say this. This is not hard to follow. It's a real fun time. And there's a second book that's coming out, I believe in February. But honestly, now you're even closer to when the second book's coming out. So it's not that much of a wait. The Once Upon a Broken Heart series, this is also more YA, but I don't feel like this is very hard to follow. It's fairy tale vibes. I absolutely loved it. It follows Jax and Evangeline. Jax is the Prince of Hearts, and he is cursed. His kiss is cursed. If he kisses someone, he unalives them, unless, he maybe finds his true love. So I do love that, and I think it's a really cute story. It's very fantasy vibes, but like I said, not hard to follow. I am going to put Powerless on here because I feel like it reads more YA. It has Hunger Games feel with trials, the banter between Kai and Peyton. I did enjoy the banter. I thought that was fun. I liked it. This one was not as much my favorite, but it's a lot of people's favorite. So that's why I'm including it on this list, because I think if you're just starting out, it's a good place to start, and I think you would think it's fun. Also, if you like that witchy feel, I do think that Bewitched and Bespelled are beginner fantasy books. I don't feel like they're that hard to follow. There is not a lot of world building in here. It is just the plot itself, and there is more spice in here once we get to it. I thought it was a lot of fun. There's an amnesia trope and fated mates. I think that you would like this as a beginner book. It has a lot of action in it as well, but not hard to follow action. So all these books that I just mentioned are very, very good introductory to fantasy. I think sometimes it's the world building that loses people if you're not used to it and you get confused. So these don't have too many characters. It's not a lot to focus on, and I still think the plot is very fun, very good, and will keep your attention. And then before you know it, we'll have roped you in and you'll be a fantasy girly like the rest of us.